Hey guys, welcome back to Past Amazing, and today we're going to be talking about 10 things that are very likely going to be coming later this year in Clash of Clans. When I say very likely, some of these things are actually confirmed, so that is great news. But basically, I'm getting all this information from a recent AMA that Darian, who's one of the Supercell community managers, did on Reddit, and it just so happened that a lot of the questions this time around focused on future updates to Clash of Clans. So Darian gave us a lot of information into that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this list right here. Starting off with the first thing, this is probably the biggest one, Town Hall 13. Now, this is one of those things that I say are very likely going to make it by the end of this year. Probably, if this year, it'll be in November or December. Pretty much what Darian said in response to a question literally asking, will Town Hall 13 be coming this year? He basically says, it took them 2.5 years to release Town Hall 12 after Town Hall 11. So they thought that period of time, 2.5 years, was actually too long. They want to shorten that. They want to, release new Town Hall levels maybe like 1.5 years apart, right? And that's kind of what Darian suggests here. And, he gives a strong hint in the very last sentence here that says, we have a pretty big update slated for the end of the year. Feel free to speculate or try to read between the lines if you will. But it's going to be a freaking massive update with some really cool new features. Now, to me, that's like a huge hint towards that update at the end of the year, that big update being Town Hall 13. Now, let me know what you guys think, but I mean, like, he literally puts this in the question talking about Town Hall 13, and he literally says that Supercell doesn't want to wait that long between new Town Hall level releases. So, if it's released in December or at the end of 2018, it'll be approximately 1.5 years since Town Hall 12 was released in June 2018. So, feel free to speculate down below. Let me know your thoughts on this, but I think this is a strong indication that Town Hall 13 is coming soon. All right, let's move on to the next thing on this list, holiday skin for heroes. So somebody literally asked, can we expect holiday skins for the heroes, right? So another very direct question here. Darian says in his words, I can't say with certainty that we'd do a holiday themed skin for all heroes at one time. However, if it were December, I'm pretty sure whatever skin we released would be dressed in winter attire. For December 2019, this year, right? We probably won't be getting 3 skins all in 1 month in the season pass. We'll probably, like, whatever skin they do, we'll probably just get a holiday skin or, some sort of winter themed skin for that hero, which I still think is pretty cool. I honestly don't really care which hero it is. I mean, it'll be really cool to, dress our heroes in that winter skin. So this is pretty cool, and Darian says he's pretty sure. So, if he says he's pretty sure, I almost think it's like a certainty that we will be getting this feature later this year. All right, so the next thing on this list that is coming this year is the Grand Warden skin. Now, this was kind of pretty much confirmed after Supercell redid the Grand Warden to make him compatible with skins. They changed his design and the 3D files and all that stuff. So it's pretty much inevitable at this point. We didn't get one this month. We instead got the Valkyrie Queen skin for the Archer Queen. But somebody asked, are we going to get a Grand Warden skin soon? And Darian is very clear about this. He says yes. However, he does note that because fewer players have the Grand Warden compared to, the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King, they'll probably release fewer skins for the Grand Warden over time, maybe only like a few times a year even. But for the King and Queen, since most players have them, they're going to be releasing like consistent skins for those. But still, we should be getting a Grand Warden skin hopefully next month for August. All right, moving on here, Darian suggests that they will be increasing the builder-based battles per day from 3 to 5. Somebody asked, do you think it will be a good idea to have 5 battles instead of 3 in builder base, similar to the 5 stars in the main base? If the answer is no, why? Darian says, we're on the fence if we want to increase the number of battles or increase the amount of loot earned. Both have pros and cons. Supercell agrees that right now, players aren't making enough loot in the builder base, so there's 2 obvious solutions, right? One is to increase the number of battles you can do per day so you can get more loot, or you can just simply increase the amount of loot you earn per battle. Now, either way, that's good news for builder base players who can now make more loot every day and upgrade their bases faster, especially with like Builder Hall 9, you know, where upgrades are getting so expensive. It'll be very helpful to get more loot per day. Now, as far as like whether they'll increase the number of battles or just increase the loot, I don't know for sure. But it seems like a strong indication that at least one of these things will be happening this year. Alright, moving on to number 5 on this list. Supercell is strongly considering increasing the trophy reset in the builder base to 5,000 trophies. Now this is because you know, more players are reaching like above 4K trophies and they're climbing higher and higher. So you know, it seems to make more sense that Supercell would also up the trophy reset from 4K to 5K. So that's what Darian says here. It's been discussed many times, and I believe it was almost set to that for the release of Builder Hall 9. Given the meta shift, I think it's worth implementing. So, I mean, this is almost a confirmation, right? He stopped just short of saying yes, but if Darian thinks it's worth implementing, then that means the Supercell team is definitely looking at it. He even says like they were about to already release it. So definitely, I think for the next update, we will be seeing the trophy reset increase to 5,000 trophies in the builder base. Alright, number 6 on this list, Supercell is looking at allowing you to block players. Now, this will be either like blocking players from joining a clan, or blocking a player from watching your profile, or blocking a player from sending a friend request. If you're on global chat, some kid can just keep like friend requesting you, and like just you keep rejecting him, but he keeps requesting you again. So this feature will basically allow you to, I guess, maybe block a certain player, or perhaps even like block all friend requests altogether. Like just close your profile to all friend requests. I think that would be a feature also worth looking at. But Darian says in his answer here, there are quite a few social improvements we need to make, including ways of preventing abuses such as that. So he says directly here that Supercell is indeed looking at features like blocking players. So hopefully we will be seeing these types of features coming into the game soon. All right, next one here is a troop donation log. I think this is a really cool feature that like I've been wanting, and a lot of players have been wanting for a very long time. Like, how many times has somebody donated you goblins or wall breakers into your clan castle, and you're like, who donated me goblins, or who donated me the wrong troop, right? It's like really annoying, and you don't know who donated to you unless you're online and you see like the message on the screen saying that you've received troops from a specific person. But otherwise, if you're just logging back on, you see you have like the completely wrong clan castle. A troop donation log will make it so that you can like actually pinpoint who is donating the troops to you, so you can like talk to them about like not donating the wrong troops anymore, or you can like go kick them or whatever you want to do, right? So that's one purpose of the troop donation log. Another purpose that Darian actually notes here is to see like how frequently somebody donates, right? I know there's that whole like a donation counter in the clan tab where you can like see how many people donated and received, but that's like a very generic number. You can actually dig deeper here and see what people are donating, whether they're just donating random troops like, you know, giants, you know, that nobody really wants, or whether they're actually spending time to donate like dragons or electro dragons, you know, stuff like that, right? So that's like a difference there, and I think this would be a cool feature for that as well. So definitely something to look at. And Darian even says here that he personally would love to see a troop donation log. So I mean, since Darian has so many connections to the Supercell dev team, he literally works in Supercell. So I definitely think that this is something that's on the radar, and that it is something that we could be seeing later this year. All right, moving on to number 8 on this list, additional single player content. I think this is like a long wish in the community. Just give us more single player maps. Supercell granted our wish a while back by adding additional maps. However, you know, we always want more, right? Because we always like complete the level so quickly, and we got all the loot from the levels, so like what's there to do now, right? So we're always wanting more single player content. Darian says right here that single player content is actually something that Supercell is focusing on right now in the game. He says while it's not high on the priority list, we would like to add some cool single player / PvE content in the future. What shape that'll take is still up in the air, as we have thousands of really cool ideas we'd like to put in the game. So he kind of leaves it open-ended here, but I think this is really cool. Like, even if we just get additional single player maps, I'd still be happy. But if Supercell is even thinking deeper and thinking like, how can we improve the entire single player experience, I think that's that's incredible, right? So I really look forward to what Supercell does with this. But, you know, I think since this is on their priority list, albeit not the highest, still on there though, so I think it will be coming later this year. All right, number 9 is the builder-based Battlefest is likely to return this year. Somebody asks, any plans for bringing back Hammer Jam and the builder-based Battlefest events? Darian says, if I said yes to Hammer Jam, wouldn't that be giving something away? Although I think a Battlefest is long overdue. So yeah, he says, Battlefest, we haven't done that in a while, right? I think the last one was a while back. I don't really do the builder base, but you know, I don't remember having an event like the Battlefest for a very long time. So yeah, I still think it will make a comeback very soon. And regarding the Hammer Jam, that's another event. On a similar note there, we had that one last year, I believe during Clashiversary. I think both of these events would be coming, but since Darian specifically mentions the Battlefest is long overdue, I think that one is especially going to be coming later this year. All right, last thing on this list that will be coming later this year is a reworked revenge feature. Now, all of us know that at the higher trophy levels, revenge is pretty much useless, right? If you try to click revenge, it'll always say, you know, villagers online, villagers active shield, villagers active guard, villagers already under attack, right? Like, there's all these messages that pretty much make it impossible for any player at the higher trophy leagues to revenge attack, and that's a problem. So somebody asks, any plans to rework the revenge feature? Right now, revenge is completely and utterly useless. Darian says pretty much that, yes, Supercell agrees that revenge needs an overhaul. We don't plan on getting rid of it, but we're still not entirely sure how we want to make it better. Yes, there are a ton of easy ways to do it, like allow you to revenge through shields, but for reduced loot or none at all, etc. But revenge is a dish best served cold, and it needs to have that feeling of gratification when you do use it. So yeah, Supercell's not compromising the revenge feature. They understand, you know, that revenge is for a purpose, right? You don't just revenge because, you know, you want to find a new base to attack. You want to revenge because that player like screwed you over and took all your loot, right? So you really want to get back at that player. Right now, it's kind of useless because you can never actually succeed in it. But if Supercell does rework it somehow, I could imagine a system where, you know, I attack somebody, I'm like, yes, I just got 30 trophies from this guy. The next day, the guy comes back at me, gains like 40 trophies back. So, you know, I think, you know, obviously I wouldn't like that specific scenario, but I think the overall idea of revenge in the game is a really cool one. Something that Supercell should definitely rework. And since Darian did say that Supercell is looking at it right now, I do think that a rework to the revenge system probably will come later in 2019. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. Those were 10 things that are coming this year, or very likely to come this year in Clash of Clans. So yeah, go ahead and like this video if you did enjoy it, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for all the latest Clash of Clans updates, news, and leaks. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.